Am I the a-hole for confessing to my wife that she's torturing me after she got assaulted? I'm 25M, been married to my wife, 26F, for 4 years. We've been dating since we were teens. We are childhood friends. At this point we are together for like a decade. This all started a month ago. I went on to my company trip. My boss urged me to attend the trip because it will help me learn more and it's a golden opportunity for me. So I told my wife and she said yes, I should go. It's just for a week. A few days before my departure, my wife said she's going to attend a party hosted by her friends. I said she shouldn't attend. She got mad and asked me why I am restricting her. You see, my wife has become quite an alcoholic in past few months. It has become a problem for both of us. So I said if you drink too much I won't be around to help her. She kept saying she will be fine. But I was adamant, and finally she said she won't attend and I trusted her. I went with my boss, and after 3 days, my wife called me. I couldn't pick her call, but when I checked my phone I saw so many calls and text from her, and when I did I immediately called her and she kept yelling at me and said, "Come back right now, come back right now." Oh, I panicked as well and I cut my trip short and went back to her. When I arrived she hugged me like never before and kept crying and crying. It took a long time, but she told me she was raped. I asked her about the details and she told me she was raped by a bunch of guys after she got drunk. Until this date I don't know who these guys are. I asked her multiple times but she just said she doesn't want to tell me. I asked her to press charges and she said no, it will ruin her life even more. This is going on for a month now, but a week ago she went full on crazy mode. She basically glued to me. Even during shower or bathroom I see her everywhere. She went as far as locked our house from inside. I talked to my boss and explained and he gave me some time to fix it all. Yesterday I told her she's going too far. She had locked me and herself in our bedroom and didn't let me go anywhere. When I asked her why is she doing this, she said she's scared that I will abandon her. She hugs me so tight even I feel uncomfortable, and when I had enough I said that she's torturing me. You don't tell me anything. I am trying to help you but you don't care. After I said this she's crying non-stop, and if this goes on it's going to cost me my job. I won't even be able to feed myself, forget about feeding her. But the way she is, I think I went too far. Did I say something I shouldn't have? I don't understand anything at this point. Relevant comments. Commenter 1. Get her therapy. Contact the police. You should have contacted them immediately anyways. Op. Calling authorities is not possible. She will get worse. I don't even have her consent. Just cause she's my wife I can't enforce my own decisions on her. Commenter 2. Recovering drunk here. What was her behavior like when she was around you when she was drinking that had you concerned to the point of not wanting her to go to this party? Has her drinking gotten worse since this incident, and is she using the incident as an excuse to drink more even inside the house? Op. If I sum it up, when she's drunk she's extremely stupid. I often had to clean up after her and put her on the bed. She didn't drink before IDKY she started drinking so much that not only she's ruining herself but making it hard for others around her. It has indeed gotten worse after this incident. Commenter 3. First of all, you never said what her personality is when drunk. If she was raped, please find her some help for both of your sakes. I'm with one of the other commenters. Try to find other people that were at the party and find out what happened. Op. Her personality? As far as I have known her, she has always been obsessed with me. She has always been extremely possessive. Even before we started dating, we are childhood friends. I don't think she would cheat on me, especially since I know how much from the beginning she was thinking and talking about me. That's all I know, to be honest. At this point even I can't think straight and make sense of any of this. Commenter 4. Grow a spine and talk to the friends. Find out what happened. If your wife won't talk, you need to know. Be a husband or partner. This is what caring is. Not just going along with what she is comfortable with. You do what needs to be done. Op. If I go behind her back and contact her friends when she told me not to, and she comes to find out that I went behind her back, then I'll be the one who will suffer. Right now I might even lose my job if this goes on. Like I said, I won't even be able to feed myself. Forget about feeding her. It isn't as easy to just find out what happened or just talk to her friends. I need to think about earning. I need to think about my wife's health, her mental health, and more importantly my mental health. Cause I'm the earner. If I lose my job we gonna be on the streets. Update. I posted my situation last month, and if anyone just wants TLDR, when I went on a trip, she went to party there, she got drunk and she had alcohol problem. I urged her to not go because I won't be there to take care of her, but she called me controlling and went anyway, and while I was on my trip she called me back urgently and told me she got raped by a bunch of guys. So I'm posting again because I want advice. It turns out the party host was a guy she was having an affair with for past 5 months. She revealed this all information in our couples counseling. She's undergoing through individual counseling, psychology treatment for her trauma and treatment for her severe alcohol problem. What she said in counseling was that she met a guy at bar and she was allured by his charm and they would make out and do other things, but when she went to his party he invited bunch of guys she never saw and they did things to her I don't want to speak about or explain. And what she told me without a counselor is that she's coming clean and doesn't want anything to do with him or anyone. She realized that all other men just wants to exploit her vulnerability and I'm the only man that truly cares for her and she would never ever look at any other man, only me. We had a family meeting where my parents and siblings and has came over at my house and they said that my wife made a mistake and is going through a very tough time. She has changed and learned from her mistake, and I am a great man for taking care of my wife and I should never think about divorce. I was thinking about divorce and I only shared this with my colleague who has become my best friend over time, and after I vented and I'm embarrassed to say that I cried in front of her. She said it's best for me to live alone my whole life than living with her. I ask strangers here for advice like what should I do? Should I accept her cause she changed her ways and take care of her, or just divorce and move on? Relevant comments. Commenter 1. Staying in a relationship that causes you significant pain and distrust can be detrimental to your mental health. I'm hurt that she cheated on me. I did so much for her, worked my ass off, but I also think that she has changed, but how do I trust her again? That's what I'm thinking. Commenter 2. She was having an affair for 5 months. She did not willingly tell you due to guilt or anything. She had to come clean because something awful happened. Otherwise you still probably wouldn't know she was cheating. Doesn't seem like she cares about you much except for what you can do for her. She obviously makes bad decisions, but luckily she has a supportive family. Let them take the lead here while you gently back out. You don't need this. Unless you want to be tethered to a cheating alcoholic with emotional issues for the rest of your youth and potentially life. I was thinking that she finally got her shit together when she stopped drinking and coming clean about everything, and she herself said that she realized that all other men just tried to take advantage of her, but only I loved her and took care of her, and she would never ever even look at any other man. She is traumatized by what she went through and what those men did to her. She said she doesn't want to file or do anything but just stay with me and never interact with any other men. She just cries on me and doesn't let me go, so I was thinking that she's loyal to me now. Also I love her, so it's kinda hard for me to move on easily.